Welcome to Frequency Matters, the RF Microwave Update series. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm here with my co-host, Del Pearson. In this episode, we're going to go take a look at our September supplement, which covers EW, radar, and MILCOM. And the cover story for the supplement is Countering High-Frequency Surface Wave Radar, and it's written by Richard Powers of Aerospace BD. Del, what do we have for technical articles in the supplement?
Hi, Pat. We had two technical features in the September supplement, a special report from the Aerospace Corporation and a tutorial from Spectrum Control. The special report, titled International Spectrum Supportability for Software-Defined Radios, is a Part 2, following Part 1 that was published in our June supplement. Part 2 addresses the pros and cons of software-defined radio in commercial and military applications and gives specific examples for each. The tutorial from Spectrum Control, titled From the Radar Equation to TR Module Specifications, takes a mathematical approach via the radar equation to connect high-level performance requirements with component-level design choices. Weighing in at about 30 equations, if you like learning via math, this is the article for you. Pat, what did we have for product features?
Yeah, we had two product features. One was a USB-powered VNA that brings accuracy to field applications from SignalHound, and the other was RF sampling transceiver family from Jeria Technologies. And what did we have for tech briefs?
We had 3 tech briefs in the supplement. Pasternak shared some info on their RF coax contacts for cable assemblies, designed for harsh environments in reaching up to 60 gigs. These contacts make the cable assemblies compatible with a range of connector interfaces, broadening their use cases. Airvant shared their QV band antennas for ground systems, noting their new near-field testing services, including gain measurements and radiation patterns up to 110 gigs. Finally, we heard from Exodus on their high-power solid-state amplifier from 6 to 18 gigahertz. This amplifier unit is ruggedized and rack-mounted and has a typical power of 1,200 watts. Some great products to read about in the issue. And Pat, tell us about your interview with Quantic Wenzel.
Yeah, we had a special guest join us for this episode. Michael Glass, RF Systems Sales Engineer at Quantic Wenzel, talked with me about ultra-low phase noise sources and their applications. So let's take a look at a clip from that now. So can you help us connect the dots? How do these new systems benefit from low noise frequency source for like radar and SATCOM performance?
Absolutely. So in the traditional method, the frequency reference basically sets your noise floor. And for applications like radar, for the noise floor resolution, and for SATCOM length with reliability, even a digital system relies on a frequency source, like an analog frequency source, in order to improve the close-in and the noise floor. And as the evolution of the RF systems move towards digital, the low frequency sources is still a key factor in delivering the high performance. And the OCXO technology with upconversion, like some of our products like the MXO product range, is still one of the best methods of creating these clock signals. And then finally, smaller form factors that incorporate ruggedization means that these platforms can carry the high performance frequency sources they need without sacrificing noise performance.
Quantic Wenzel makes some of the lowest phase noise oscillators on the market, so it's great to talk to them. Turning to the news, the Global Mobile Suppliers Association published its most up-to-date report on global status of non-terrestrial 5G networks and satellite connectivity. And they reported that by August of 2025, there were 170 publicly announced operator satellite partnerships in 80 countries and territories. And the report also confirms that Starlink leads the provider landscape with 44 partnerships, followed by AST, Space Mobile, and Link. In spectrum, Ka-band remains the most widely used frequency range, supporting both feeder and service links, and L and S bands are increasingly important for direct-to-cell applications. For the rural broadband to direct-to-cell, the GSA data confirms that satellite connectivity is moving from niche to mainstream, and satellite to cell phone services are expanding quickly, with 12 launches and 24 trials or licensed products. And then also in the news, I saw that BAE Systems Fast Labs Research, Development, and Production Organization and the Air Force Research Laboratory have signed a 3-year cooperative research and development agreement to advance quantum sensing and networking capabilities. And this collaboration aims to refine and integrate cutting-edge technologies into quantum sensors, networks, and distributed sensing research in an effort to revolutionize the capabilities and enhance future security for defense and civilian applications. Del, what do you see in the news?
Yeah, last episode, Pat, you mentioned a new agreement between AT&T and EchoStar, who's been quite busy this month. EchoStar has entered into a definitive agreement with SpaceX to sell the company's AWS-4 and H-Block spectrum licenses for approximately $17 billion, consisting of up to $8.5 billion in cash and $8.5 billion in SpaceX stock. This agreement will open the doors for more EchoStar customers to access SpaceX's next-generation Starlink direct-to-cell service. Switching from space to ground but staying cool, Cubic has announced a new project to develop cryogenic amplifiers made from quantum materials to help overcome thermal barriers and control and readout lines for quantum computing. As we see an increase in qubit density across the board, thermalization challenges become more pronounced, and Cubic is excited to have funding from the Canadian government to address this challenge with their new amplifier. And as a quantum enthusiast, I'm excited too. Pat, tell us about European Microwave Week.
Yeah, so Del and I will be heading out this weekend to European Microwave Week. So we'll give everyone a summary of that event in the next episode, and we'll do an online summary of it too. So I'm really looking forward to the forums there. They include the Defense, Security, and Space Forum, Automotive Forum, and 6G Forum. And this is great because representatives from both components all the way up to systems get together to network and present technical talks. So a good thing to check out. And also in October, we will have EDICon online on the 22nd. And we'll be covering signal integrity, power integrity, EMC, EMI, PCB, and interconnect technologies. So look for registration to open soon for that. And I'll also be attending the New Jersey IEEE MTT APS Society's 39th Annual Symposium and Mini Show, and that's on October 9th in East Hanover, New Jersey. So if you're going to be at that event, let me know and we'll meet up. Del, how about you for the events?
Yeah, I can't believe it's already time to pack for European Microwave Week. As a reminder, the show is a combination of 3 conferences: the Integrated Circuits Conference with sessions the 22nd and 23rd, the Microwave Conference with sessions the 23rd through the 25th, and the Radar Conference from the 24th to the 26th. So we'll be covering a lot of ground. The exhibition hall is open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for attendees to visit, and as Pat mentioned, there will be forums each day as well. I'm of course also looking forward to the social events, including a welcome reception on Tuesday, the Young Professionals and Women in Microwaves events on Wednesday, and the Microwave Night Fever event on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to connecting with everyone at the show. Turning away from European Microwave Week, in November, we will be holding the Radar Summit, consisting of online sessions and a panel, plus an online panel session of 5G and 6G advances. If you're interested in participating, please let us know. I think that wraps up this episode. Our sponsors are RFMW and Quantic Wenzel. RFMW is a technical distributor of RF and microwave products and now power management. When you start your next design, consider their multiple product lines. Quantic Wenzel makes ultra-low phase noise frequency control and timing solutions, including oscillators, frequency sources, and integrated microwave assemblies. Remember, as a member of the industry, a subscription to Microwave Journal is free, so visit our site and subscribe today if you are not already a reader. Please give us a like and subscribe to our channels, and thank you for watching. Join us next time for Frequency Matters.